big sigh of relief. Was a must-win game this afternoon, and to the Loons' credit, they got it done. Did not actually start out how we wanted, though. Kansas City came out pretty strong, attacking, and had a great bit of play down the right-hand side of with Johnny Russell. One or two missed tackles, and Johnny's in the box, and he's able to tee someone up for pretty easy finish. Not much Tyler Miller can do about it, obviously. It was a really work goal from Kansas City. And those are the type of goals that you're going to see when you're playing the best teams in the league, obviously, as Kansas City is one of those teams. But it was not the ideal start to go down 1-0 early. And after that, I'd say the Loons responded quite well. Yeah, they responded quite well. We were creating chances. We had a lot of the possession. Kansas City was organized quite well, and they were organized quite well. But we continued to create opportunities, chances, crosses, half chances. Not as many as we normally do, but we created enough where the ball falls after a couple crosses, missed shots, block shots. The ball falls to Franco Fragapane in the box and just absolutely bashes that one into the net. Melia gets a hand to it, but it's going way too fast for him to even save. And Franco comes out with a goal 10-15 minutes after they score. So a really, really, really quick response. And it was good to get the goal while we were responding like that, because we knew Kansas City was going to get back into the game at some point, which they did. They created plenty of opportunities throughout the game. But that first half, after we scored, we continued to control the ball, dominate the ball, continued to create chance after chance. And Reynoso gets into the box, gets played a nice through ball. I'm not quite sure who played it to him, but nice through ball, gets into the box, a little bit of fancy footwork, trying to dribble by someone, and they clip him, take him right out. And so it's an easy penalty decision from the referee, Victor Ravez, who was very poor today, absolutely abysmal for a referee. Some of the yellow card decisions that were given towards the end of the game, someone picked up a yellow against Reynoso. It was a clear red, straight through the back. I don't know how the MLS and pro referees are going to protect Reynoso, but every single team's game plan is to come in and kick the living shit out of him. Doesn't matter, foul him hard, doesn't matter. That's what they do. It's constant, and some of these things need to be called because you're not protecting your star players of the league. If it was a Joseph Martinez, if it was a Chicharito, he'd be getting all these calls. I feel like some of these big name players that let's be honest are not even close to Reynoso's quality. Not even close. Because Reynoso is by far the best player in the league. Carlos Gildat, and honestly, I don't pay attention too much to the East, but every single team we play, Reynoso is by far the best player on the pitch, hands down. So I'll just leave that point there because he was outstanding. But anyway, he wins the penalty and steps up, and everyone's waiting. Everyone's waiting on what he's going to do. And he steps up big and sends Tim Melia the other way, who should have been suspended for this game for his Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson slam on Christian Roldown a couple weeks ago. He should have been suspended till the playoffs, or at least a couple games. 1 game suspension for me doesn't do it, especially how the pro referee misses the first call in the beginning. But anyway, Reynoso steps up and the universe rights itself, and he chips Melia with a nice Picenta chip, and it was beautiful, absolutely beautiful from Ray. The cojones on this man to step up on a must score penalty like that and just chip Melia like it was like he wasn't even there. It was a great goal. And then so we go into halftime up 2-1. And I'd say the second half we came out pretty slow. First 10-15 minutes, very lackadaisical. A lot of defensive mistakes early from a lot of the back four, let's be honest, putting themselves in a lot of unnecessary pressure. Nothing too crazy, but just a lot of spinning, turning, passing, looking for guys to help them get out of the situations that they were in from the high press from Kansas City. But a lot of those defensive errors didn't happen because they did happen because the midfield wasn't giving them options. So early on, we started really slow in the second half. But once we got kind of situated a little bit, kind of got back into the game, we allowed Kansas City a little bit more of the ball, and they created some chances, not too many big chances. I'd say half chances at that. And we were pretty in control of the game. Ozzy was outstanding in the middle of the pitch, breaking everything up, aging like a fine wine, absolutely looking tremendous in the midfield. Defensively, just outstanding, as well as a player who has absolutely mastered the dark arts of the game. Time, not blatant, obvious time wasting, but a little bit questionable. I wouldn't say sportsmanship, but we'll call it the dark arts of the game. Having a little bit of nagging injury, asking the trainers to come out and take a look. After they took a look, and he himself thought he was fine, and obviously you have to come off the pitch for a second. Tried staying on, and the ref was not having it. Kind of told him to cool it a little bit. But anyway, we go into the 70th minute where we make our first substitution. Ethan Finley came on for Adrian Hanu. Not a like for like. Lod goes out in a striker as Ethan takes his spot on the right. And I thought that helped us a little bit, maybe giving us some pace. I would have liked Ethan to get a little bit more involved in the build-up play just to maybe relieve some pressure on that right side. But he was making runs and everything. But after that substitution, I thought offensively we created some chances with Lod at top and such, but I didn't think Lod could stretch the play as much as Adrian has been doing the last couple of games. I think he started to bet himself into the team a bit more, and doing a lot of the little things right. Even though he's not scoring goals, he's really stretching the play, giving a lot of other players a lot more space, making the other team really think about him getting past that back line, timing the run right, and being through on net, even though he's not got that outstanding pace to beat a man. I think he's been doing a lot of the little things a lot better. So I thought in the second half when Lod went out to striker, we weren't doing those things as well. But we still created plenty of opportunities with him there. I just thought Kansas City kind of got into the game and started creating more opportunities than they were in the first half. And even early in the second half, I thought towards the end after the 70th, they started creating more and more chances. But like I said, nothing really, really too worrying for Tyler Miller or the defense. There was some really good shot blocks from like Roman Montier, a couple other things. But after that, the game really ends kind of slowly. They make some substitutions, kind of get the subs on, take their starters out as they got a game coming up this week. We made one sub at the end, just trying to waste some time. Reynoso came off for Hassani Dotson, as well as to protect Reynoso as he was getting the shit kicked out of him for, excuse my French, but yeah, the absolute crap kicked out of him. So it was a good substitution to protect Reynoso, get a little bit of fresh legs in the midfield, try and break down their play a little bit, especially because we'll need Reynoso for the game against LA on Sunday, as well as the rest of the playoffs. If, fingers crossed, we make it, this win does put us into 5th place. There are some games tomorrow, Tuesday and Wednesday, and then decision day is on Sunday. So we need a couple results to hopefully go our way this week, and then Sunday is going to be the big day. Regardless, we're going to need a result on Sunday to make it into the playoffs. So yeah, great game to end it 2-1, because after that substitution, just a couple nail-biting couple minutes at the end, but just a couple crosses that Kansas City threw in that we dealt with quite easily, and then that was the game. So I'll go into the player ratings, and that'll probably do it for me after that. But really good win overall. I needed 3 points. So Tyler Miller did good with what he needed to do today. I don't think he had too much to do in general. Made about maybe 1 or 2 like real saves. A lot of them were him taking crosses, pretty weak shots. So I'm going to give him a 7.5 out of 10. I just really don't think he had too much to do. I thought the defense stepped up big and made sure of that he didn't have a lot of high quality scoring opportunities shot at him. Montier, I thought played really well defensively. Offensively, was still bombing up and down the pitch, but he made a couple really good defensive plays, like a really great shot stopper block. It was either going to be teed up to Shalloway or be a shot on target that kind of late in the game too. Montier had a nice save there, so I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I'd like to see a little bit more offensively, passing a little bit better for Montier. Boxall I thought was really good at the back, solid. Really solid. Showed his aggression, showed his strength, made sure the striker knew he was there a lot, was physical, played really well. I'm going to give him a 8 out of 10 as well. Dabasi, I thought he was really good as well tonight. Him and Boxall got a great understanding of what to do with one another. I'm going to give Dabasi an 8 out of 10 as well. Chase Gasper, I thought was really good today. After being suspended from the last game at yellow card accumulation, I thought he was one of his best games of the year today. I thought he was really good defensively, put some really good crosses in that some people should have got their head on, at least a half chance or something. Not every single one of his crosses was great, but he put some good ones in today. And I'm going to give him an 8.5 out of 10. Will Trapp, I'm going to give an 8 out of 10. Ozzy Alonso, 8.5 out of 10. I thought he was outstanding tonight. Even picked up a yellow as well. Robin Lod, I'm going to give a 8 out of 10. I thought he was really good. Just like to see a little bit more. How do I put this? Shot selection. There's a couple of times where he's looking for a pass where we have a good enough chance where just take a shot at it. You know, you're good enough quality to put it in from a lot of spots. So there's just a couple of things, but otherwise, I mean, he had played a good game. Nothing to criticize. Just maybe take a few more chances, here or there when you get in the box with the ball. Maybe besides a dribble here or there, maybe just try and put a shot on target. Franco Frangipane with the goal, obviously. I'm going to give him a 8.5 as well. Also picked up a yellow. And Emmanuel Reynoso will be my man of the match. 9 and a 10 out of 10 today. He was absolutely outstanding. 10 out of 10. And then Adrian Hanu, I'm going to give a 8 out of 10 as well. Yeah, I thought he did a lot of the little things really good. Like I said, stretching the play, holding the ball up a couple times. Thought he's did good today. So I'm going to give him an 8, but just hasn't been getting those goals, which hopefully will come. Slow down a little bit as he had that little scoring spree. But a really good win. Necessary, must have 3 points here. We needed this win. So, like I said, a couple results need to go our way this week, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and decision day Sunday. So hopefully we can get a big result against the LA Galaxy, and we'll see you in the playoffs, hopefully. Home or away, if we make the playoffs, we will be a dangerous team, I believe. But we have to make it first. So that is on the to-do list this week. But that's all for me, guys. So as always, come on, you loons, and thanks for tuning in.